Okay, so the first thing is, remember, we want to know what fraction of the whole is shaded, right? So we need to look carefully at how many parts this entire shape is split up into equal pieces of. So to determine the number of equal pieces that we have, we need to pay attention to these little grid lines here. You see, they're split up. So you see in these lines, and then you're noticing some unshaded and some shaded. So what you want to do actually is count the number of blocks in each row. You could count all the blocks going down and you'll get the number of equal pieces. So if we count the number of equal blocks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first row. The next row is the same 4, and the next row is the same 4. So how many equal pieces do we have in this whole, since we have three rows of 4 equal blocks?
4.
So you have 3 rows of 4 equal blocks. Just in case it's not registering as to what you need to do, watch it again. This is one row, this is the second row, this is the third row, this is the first block, second, third, fourth, right? So one way we could do this, we could count all, and then afterwards we could tie it into the timetables, right? So if we count how many blocks we have, like I said, the first row has 4, the second row has another 4, so this would be 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the third row has another row of 4. This will give us 9, 10, 11, 12. So how many equal pieces do we have in the whole?
3.
How many equal pieces do we have in the whole? 12. Because we cut the rectangle into 12 equal blocks. Now, when you look at the way it's split up, like I was saying, you can tie it back into your timetables, because we said we have 3 rows of 4 blocks. So 3 rows of 4 blocks, another way of working this would have been just multiplying the number of rows by the number of blocks in each row. So what is 3 by 4? So we'll check out 3 times tables. You can check your 4 times tables. 3 times 4 is
12.
12, right? So now that you know how many equal blocks there are, that's going to tell you how many pieces this fraction will be out of. So when we say how many pieces the fraction will be out of, we're talking about the denominator of your fraction. So the denominator of the fraction is actually going to be 12, because that's how many pieces we've split the whole into. So our denominator is 12. So if we have to get the fraction now, we need to get the numerator part. And the numerator part is going to be the amount of the shape that is shaded. So when they say the shaded part, we're talking about the part that has this kind of black coloring, right? To get the fraction, we have to see how many of those blocks are shaded. So we can count how many blocks are shaded, right? So if we start counting, we get 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks here, and then a whole row of 4 blocks on the bottom also shaded. So in total, how many blocks do we have shaded?
4.
So we have 4 on the top here, and then 4 in this row. 4 plus 4.
4 4 like 8.
Right. So 4 plus 4 would give me 8. So the numerator would be 8. And
12.
that's the fraction that's shaded, right? 8/12. So remember, whenever you have a problem like this, you want to check to see how many equal pieces your whole is divided into. And then you will count the number of blocks, or the number of equal parts that are shaded. Because they don't always bring a rectangle, right? They don't always bring a rectangle that looks like a grid like that. They could bring a circle. They could bring a rectangle just going straight across, like, a ruler. That's something else that they could do. But the important thing is, whenever you are given questions like these, you want to make sure that you count how many equal pieces it is divided into. Alright? So this is how you do a question like this.